Hello and welcome to a new episode of Badman Reviews. Today I thought I'd switch it up a bit and do a new style of video. Today I wanted to take a look at all the voice actors for Going Commando and see what else they've done and where they are today. I thought it'd be really cool and interesting to check it out. And before we check that out, feel free to jump down below and hit that subscribe button so you're notified about all the Ratchet Clank and future content I make. I release videos every Friday, so make sure to come back and check them out. They're pretty good. I think they are. Anyways, on to the video. Let's start off with the main duo, Ratchet and Clank. For those of you who don't know, Ratchet is voiced by James Arnold Taylor, an extremely popular voice actor with a ton of work under his belt. He's most well known for playing Obi-Wan Kenobi in the animated Clone Wars series, Leonardo in the 2008 animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, and Johnny Test in, well, Johnny Test.
No more time travel. Whatever you do, do not time travel.
More recently, he's obviously been working on Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Mr. Bullhoffner in The Loud House, and Jato in EA's Rocket Arena. Clank, on the other hand, is voiced by David Kaye, who has a few interesting voice roles that I didn't know about. He voices the narrator in both Fido and Kingdom Hearts 3. He also plays Professor Xavier in X-Men Evolution. I was also unaware that the voice of Clank was the same voice for Ford Crueler in Psychonauts, and thankfully he will be reprising that role in Psychonauts 2. If you're curious what else he's been working on recently, he also plays Duckworth and Demonworth in DuckTales, and the voice of Grandpa Max and Azimuth in Ben 10. Pretty sweet stuff.
In the sun. Pull finger.
Jim Ward is a great voice actor who plays the universe's favorite superhero, Captain Quark. But not only that, he also voices Abercrombie Fizzwidget, the Ultra Tech announcer, and the Corp announcer. Jim actually doesn't have a large amount of notable roles, surprisingly. Don't get me wrong, he has worked in a lot of games, movies, and TV shows, but mostly as side characters or additional voices. The few main characters I can find besides Quark is Chet You Betcha and Doug Dimmadome in Fairly Odd Parents. Kind of upsetting for such a talented voice actor. Hopefully he can get some awesome main character roles in the near future. A very surprising cast member is Roger Bumpus. Not a huge part of the game, only voicing the unknown thief before she's revealed to be Angela, and a few side characters. If you don't know Roger Bumpus, well, he's the voice of Squidward Tentacles, so a pretty prominent person. Besides Squidward, his only other major role is Professor Membrane in Invader Zim. Other than that, he kind of just sticks to playing Squidward and throws his voice out for a few additional voice sessions here and there.
Not scientifically possible!
Speaking of SpongeBob, Carolyn Lawrence actually voices a few random side characters in the game. And if you aren't sure who Carolyn Lawrence is, she's the voice of Sandy Cheeks. On top of that, she also voices Cindy Vortex in Jimmy Neutron, Ashley Graham in Resident Evil 4, and Zoe in the Spyro the Dragon series. There are actually a ton of random side characters who are voiced by people who just happened to blow up after Ratchet & Clank Going Commando, so let's take a look at those, but first, let's talk about the last main-ish character in the game, Angela. Angela is voiced by Keith Seuss. She's most well known for playing Lola Bunny, Sally Acorn in the original Sonic cartoon, and Hubert Farnsworth in Futurama. She really has a lot of work under her belt, more than I can really go through in this list, but just naming a few, we have Miriam in Hey Arnold, Tuffy in Tom and Jerry, young Nick in Zootopia, and Lita Halford in Brutal Legends. A pretty sweet repertoire of work.
You have to stop him, please.
Now let's go through some of the random side characters that are either just announcers in random videos or just background voices. Let's start with Neil Flynn, who you may not recognize too much from voice acting, but he's made a pretty good acting career playing Katie's dad in Mean Girls, the janitor in Scrubs, and Mike Heck in The Middle. James Horan, the voice of Slim Cognito and a few other announcers, does a huge amount of voice work, including President Shinra in Final Fantasy VII Remake, Saction in Destroy All Humans, Cluck in Skylanders, Jack Ryder in Batman Arkham City and Origins, and Wheeljack in Transformers.
If you're trying to ruin my day, You're gonna have to try harder.
He also did some work on Star Trek, but what had me more interested was he played the role of Sazaron on a new favorite show of mine called The Orville. Mona Marshall voices the Help Matron and is another well-known voice actor who plays Sheila Blavatsky and Linda Stotch in South Park, Izzy Izumi in Digimon, Eclipso for multiple DC shows and games, and Kite in the Dot Hack Volume 2 game. Michael Bell plays the voice of a biker and a few announcers, and he really gets an upgrade, actually getting to voice Gleeman Vox in Ratchet Clank Deadlocked. Besides that, he also voices Quackerjack in DuckTales, High Tide and Sideswipe in Transformers, and Duke in G.I. Joe. The last two voice actors who have a big repertoire behind them are Ben Diskin, the voice of the Fanboy, who also plays Eugene in Hey Arnold, Number 1 and Number 2 in Codename Kids Next Door, Shai in Naruto Shippuden, Eddie, Brock, or Venom in The Spectacular Spider-Man, young Xehanort in Kingdom Hearts 3D, and Haida in Agretsuko.
Things you don't like about Retzko. 3 of them. Go.
Doesn't know a bass from a guitar.
1.
Never wants to go out.
2.
Her mom gave her that gaudy dress and it haunts my dreams.
3. Now turn Retzko down.
The other voice actor is Steve Bloom, who voices the Thugs for Less leader, and is also well known for playing Spike Spiegel in Cowboy Bebop, Wolverine in X-Men, and Zeb Orioles in Star Wars Rebels.
Only the honor guard of the sun may carry a bow rifle.
I know!
It's pretty sweet to look back and see how all these voice actors started out and where they are now. I thought it'd make for a pretty cool video and I had fun making it. So if you enjoyed it, feel free to let me know in the comments below if you were, surprised by any of these voice actors, or, if you'd like to see more of this with a different game, maybe Spyro or Crash or something, who knows? Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you liked the video. Hit the subscribe button so you can be notified about all my videos, I release every Friday. And until then, I'll see you all in the next episode.